You cannot be in a vehicle. If you are in a vehicle, you do have two options. One, you can get out of the vehicle and get to a quiet place so that you may be able to participate. Two, you can drive on down to County Court at Law Number 2, and you can come to, we're located at 300 De La Rosa, San Antonio, Texas, 78205. We're on the first floor of the Kadena Reeves Justice Center, and you may participate in person. Your name needs to be displayed, first name, last name. If you do not, if your name is not displayed as such, look at your frame. And if you click on your frame, you'll see 3 dots to the upper right-hand corner of your frame. You click on those 3 dots and it will, one of the options that you get will be to rename yourself. Now that's for a laptop or a computer. If you have got some other tablet or phone, you have to figure that out on your own. That's what I know about laptop and computer, but please rename yourself, first name and last name. You must appear. That means when you're addressing the court or the court is addressing you, your video must be on. And you must be in good lighting so that I may see you clearly. So if you're in a vehicle, your name is not displayed, first name and last name, and you are not appearing in that your video and good lighting is on, then I will, when I call the docket, when I start calling the docket, I will tell you that I do not recognize you. And that means I will mark a failure to appear on my notes, on the docket against your name. And but I'll give you a chance to fix it. So at the end of the calling of the docket, I will ask for those people who I have not recognized. And that's when you will let me know that you fixed it and you are good to go. And I will mark you in and check you in as late. Now, also place your device on a flat surface and then place yourself in the center of your device in that video that you're seeing, because what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. And then please refrain from moving. All this moving around, as you can see, will be distracting and can be dizzying. So please refrain from moving around. Now, the people here, we're going to be operating hybrid. In other words, I have people in the courtroom physically in person, as well as those who have, again, elected and are being permitted to appear via Zoom. With any permission, that can be revoked, and then I will order you to come in person. So if you cannot do it in the courtroom, you certainly cannot do it on Zoom. It's more pronounced on Zoom, by the way. So what can you not do? Can you not start, the Zoom has a chat feature. Do not chat without my permission. The one exception to this is to the bailiff, who is on this Zoom listed as BCSO. That's Bravo, Charlie, Sierra, Oscar. That stands for Bexar County Sheriff's Office Deputy J. De La Cruz. You can text to him. He controls the comings and in and out of the courtroom, as well as the Zoom. If you need to leave the court session for any reason and come back, please text him, let him know, let him keep up with that for me. There'll be no chewing gum, eating, drinking, vaping, smoking in the Zoom. Just as you cannot do it in the courtroom, you cannot do it via Zoom. You also cannot leave this the court session. You cannot leave the court without specific permission. Am I excusing you from the court? Okay. Yeah. I am the one who summoned you to come to the court, so you need to go ahead and get express permission for me to release you for the day. The procedure that we will go follow today is I will call the docket. We have a decent sized docket, but it's not too onerous. So I will call the docket. Please allow me to finish calling the docket. In other words, I will call your name. If you start telling me a story, it just takes longer to finish up the docket and it can get confusing. So all I want to know is when I call your name, defendants, I will call your name at least 2 times. And I expect you to, if you're in the courtroom, stand up. And I will ask you, and then if you're on mute on the Zoom, unmute yourself. I will ask you about your attorney. I want to make sure that you have representation. I will ask you who your attorney is. Just tell me who your attorney is. I will ask you, is this your attorney? All I need is a yes or no, and I will move on to the next person. And so that would allow me to finish calling the docket quickly. Your attorney may answer for you, but I will also need to hear from you if your attorney does answer for you. So I can check both, and then I will check both of you in. Attorneys, if you do answer for your clients, please, at the time that you're answering, let me know if you are going to wish to confer with the ADA or the court coordinator to get dates, and we will make that happen. I can mark my docket and we can move you right after I finish calling the docket. So after I finish calling the docket, I will then move the attorneys who need to confer or consult with the court coordinator. Then after that, I'm going to come right back and I will start addressing individual issues and matters. So that's how I'm going to proceed this morning. When I'm calling the docket and I mispronounce your name, please correct me so that I may make my best effort to pronounce your name correctly. Again, when I finish calling the docket, I will begin and ask the folks in the courtroom if there's anyone that I missed. After I'm finished with the courtroom, then I will ask the folks on Zoom, is there anyone that I have missed? They did not hear the name or I did not recognize for one reason or the other. Please only respond at that time if you have not heard your name or I have not recognized you and you had fixed the problem for reason why I did not recognize you. Any violations of these instructions are subject to contempt of court. Deputy, I am starting to call the docket at 09:15. Please, if anybody comes in late, they'll be considered late and you place them and mark them accordingly. Again, today is Thursday. It is the 10th day of November 2022. I am looking for the following persons. Eric Menchaca. Eric Matthew Menchaca. Where are you,
Your
sir?
Honor.
Good morning, Judge.
Under Eric Menchaca. Oh,
Thank you. Mr. Menchaca, you need to get in better lighting. Can hardly see you at all. Thank you. I'm sorry, there's somebody else who was answering.
Chase
Sir,
Butler,
where are you? Hey.
Chase Butler, attorney for Eric Menchaca. And our trial announcement is.
Okay, good morning. For Mr. Menchaca, I have Victor Hernandez as the attorney of record.
Judge, that was a mistake on the system. On the file, you can see the notice to retrieve.
Excuse me. Thank you much. Got it. Sir, are you with?
It's Neil Kalfas should be the attorney of record, Judge.
Okay.
Appearing,
Alrighty. And your relationship to Mr. Butler? Excuse me, no, Kalfas?
co-counsel.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to place you and your client in the breakout room with the deputy. Alrighty. His attire is not appropriate for court.
Okay.
Go ahead and move him in with the deputy, please. And I am not recognizing him at this time, marking him as failure to appear.
Get it. Yeah.
Andy Giafaro Barrios. Andy Giafaro Barrios. Mark as failure to appear, perhaps potential. Robert Peterson, Robert Charles
Good morning,
Peterson.
Your Honor. Mr. Peterson is present on Zoom with counsel. We had filed a jury waiver with the state. I don't know if they ever signed off on it, but he intends to take the state's offer and we can move that from the trial docket. I sent his email to Miss Luna. We can try to get the plea done today. If not, I'll discuss with Mr. Peterson if he'd rather get it done next week, if that suits the court.
All righty, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at that, sir. Thank you for letting me know that. I will come back to that. We'll deal with that. Mr. Robert Peterson.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Joseph Gillen, Damian Gillen. Gillen. Okay, mark that as potential failure to appear. John Herrera. Good morning, Mr. Herrera. How are you, sir? Is Linda Corley your attorney? Very good. We'll go ahead and wait for her. Thank you for being here, sir. Luis Martinez Hernandez. Luis Martinez.
Counsel's present here on a pretrial hearing, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge. My understanding is that he does not have to appear. I still need to confer with the prosecutor. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Jonathan Figueroa. Jonathan Micah Figueroa. Mark as potential failure to appear. Dominic Castilleja.
Here.
You can stand up, counsel.
Oh.
And I have, are you Nicolette Sines? Okay, I also have a Jacob Lindberg. And who are you? Okay. Dominic, thank you, counsel. Dominic Castilleja.
Yes.
Okay, good morning, sir. Thank you for
Good
being
morning.
here. Sergio Ruiz Gomez.
Present, Your
Sergio,
Present, Your Honor.
good morning, Mr. Ruiz Gomez. Is your attorney Ivan Barrera?
Yes, she's in another court.
Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here, sir. Alexander, or is David Francis? David Alexander Francis.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Is your attorney Ivan Barrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. We'll go ahead and wait for him. Thank you for being here. Adrian Hubbard. Adrian William Hubbard.
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
He's present.
Good morning,
Judge Bo Wood on. Good morning, Judge Bo Wood on behalf of Mr. Hubbard. We received an offer from your ADA, which we've accepted, and your coordinator has given us a date for a plea. So we would like to come off your trial docket and get on a plea docket, Judge.
Alrighty, sir. We'll go ahead and address that. Thank you for being here, both of you. Araceli Rocha. Araceli Rocha.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm present for Ms.
Good
Rocha. Last time
morning,
she was
Ms.
present
Rocha.
in the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Is she present in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir. She is.
She has a felony pending. If I could speak with Ms. Luna about a reset date for felony pending.
Alrighty, sir. Thank you very much. Manuel Juarez. Manuel Juarez.
Present with counsel, Your Honor.
Good morning, Attorney Ross. And
Present,
where-
Your Honor. Present, Your Honor. Sorry about
where's-
that.
Okay, you don't have your video, sir.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, not a problem. Good morning, sir. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
Andrew Cabrera. Oh, yeah, Cabrera.
Morning, Your Honor.
Andrew Dixon Cabrera.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Mark Braswell with my client here with me, appearing by Zoom. We have already met with and conferred with both prosecutors, and we're still working with Miss Hahn this morning on a possible plea bargain.
Okay, sir. Very good. Thank you very much. I'll be right back with you. Francisco Fuentes. Francisco Oliva Fuentes. I'm sorry. Good morning, sir. Abogado Fernando Ramos. Okay, very good. We'll wait for him. Thank you for being here. Robert Stewart. Robert Stewart. Marker's potential failure to appear. Joshua Gloria. Joshua Alexander Gloria. Good morning, sir.
I am here on behalf of Mr. Gloria. It's PTC. So it's you have a reset date and we have confirmed this date. So I want to
Okay. Right, we'll go ahead and go over that. Sure, absolutely, sir. Go where you need to go. Thank you. All right. Jimmy Ariola. Jimmy Ariola. Mark that as potential failure to appear. George Rodriguez. All right, ma'am. Very good. Thank you. Brian White. Brian White.
I'm present for him, Judge. He's here. He's trying to unmute himself at this point. Brian.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Thank you both for being here.
Judge, this should be a plea. I'm hoping the court has the paperwork.
Okay. Thank you very much. Is there anyone in the courtroom that has not heard their name or have not called them that has not heard their name? Is there anyone on Zoom that has not heard their name, I have not recognized, or I did not call. Anyone on Zoom? That I did not recognize? Okay, that concludes the calling of the docket. All righty. Who is now conferring ADA?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is ADA Han. I'll be conferring.
Great. Anyone needs to go in and see ADA Han at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, Mark Braswell.
Okay.
Jesus Vargas.
Okay, we've got Attorney Braswell, you do have your invitation. Anyone else, any other attorneys that needs to go in and see the ADA, start conferring? Okay, very good. Attorney Ross, you've had your hand up.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Manuel Juarez, number 16 on the docket, we conferred on Tuesday. There is that is actually there's I believe it's a red file right now. But I also got a date from Miss Luna. She suggested a trial announcement date on February 23rd with a trial setting on February 27th.
All right. So for today, thank you, sir. My priority is trial announcements. The procedure I will have priority is trial announcements. Then we will have the pleas and then pre-trial conferences. So counsel, if you do have someplace else to run to and come back, I will go ahead and take care of your the pre-trial conference as soon as we come to that. Okay, sir?
Very well, Your Honor. I had told Mr. Juarez that he's welcome to be here, but the court does not require him to be here. So just to reinforce that he's able to leave if he would like.
Yes, sir. As long as you come back.
All right. Yes, ma'am. I'll
Okay.
see you later. Thank you.
All righty. Okay. Attorney Butler, are you ready on the trial announcement? Perhaps not, because your client is not present, did not announce. I have him marked as failure to appear. Okay, he's not here. Okay. Attorney Eric Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Peterson, we are completed a waiver, a jury waiver. He intends to take the state's offer. If the court cannot fit him in today, I will meet with him and Ms. Luna to see when we can bring him back next week, if possible, to get the plea done.
Okay, sir. Let's go ahead and get that on record, sir.
Very well.
State, if you could go ahead, I'm going right down the docket. Cause number 678-657.
I have, Your Honor.
The court is going to call cause number 678-657, State of Texas versus Robert Charles Peterson. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Eric Hernandez for the defendant, Robert Peterson.
And Mr. Peterson, if you will go ahead and unmute and respond so that the court may recognize you.
Yes, Your Honor. Robert Peterson here.
Thank you. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. State, we're here for trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. However, I understand that there is a plea agreement.
State is announced is ready to proceed. Defense, are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, we are prepared to proceed to trial. However, Mr. Peterson has elected to take the state's offer, and a jury waiver was tendered to the state for their signature. I don't know if they've signed it and filed it with the court.
So when would you like to have this plea done?
Your Honor, I would defer to Mr. Peterson. I'm prepared to get it done today. I know he does have some work obligations, so if necessary, we can make arrangements to get it done next week, if that would be his desire and the court's inclined to grant that.
And sir, do we have the paperwork done?
Not yet, Your Honor, no. We have not
Okay.
received it.
All right, so give me a data that looks good on your calendar.
Your Honor, I could be here the 15th, 16th, 17th, or 18th of next week. I'm also available the 21st. I'm sorry, I'm not available the 16th, the 15th, 17th, 18th, or the 21st.
Okay. All righty. Let me put you and Mr. Peterson in then with the court coordinator, and you guys go ahead and choose a date, work out that date, and make sure that we have his email address. And I suppose you've already emailed the email address to
Miss Luna.
State.
Yes, I'll make sure that they both get his contact information.
Okay, and then you do have one other client, so you just pop them back, okay? Let me know.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Mr. Peterson, we'll enter the breakout room with the coordinator, so just stay on for a little bit longer, sir.
We're off record on that matter. Thank you.
Mr. Adrian Hubbard, can you read the chat message that was sent to you? Thank you.
I'm sorry. Let me see. The chat message.
You can mute yourself.
Okay, I come again and Attorney Chase Butler, are you ready to announce on, and is your client Attorney Chase Butler? Okay. Number 12, I've Attorney Beretta. Okay. Attorney Wood, are you still here? Okay, great.
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let me grab the file.
Adrian Hubbard, you need to mute yourself.
State, you have cause number 683-128 pulled up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let us get on record on cause number 683-128. Court is going to call the matter on Adrian William Hubbard. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Good morning, Judge. Bo Wood on behalf of Mr. Hubbard, Adrian Hubbard. He is present. We are ready to proceed.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you, Mr. Hubbard. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in the court session with his attorney. We're here for trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. However, I understand there will be a plea agreement.
State has
That is
announced
correct.
ready and oh, that is correct?
Yes, Your
Counsel-
Honor. Excuse me, Judge.
Sure. Are you defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Judge, in answer to that, I met with your ADA Han on Tuesday. She made an offer. I conveyed it to Mr. Hubbard. He accepted that. So I went to your coordinator, Luna, to discuss taking us off the trial docket onto a plea docket. She gave me a tentative date of December 2nd for a plea, and I have since furnished Mr. Hubbard's email address to both the DA and your court coordinator.
Do we have a jury waiver already filed?
Do not, Judge, but I'll do that today.
Okay. I believe that the court coordinator also has one that is Adobe sign that would help.
Thank you, please.
Counsel, do you have your reset form already? And everybody has yours and your client's email address? The state.
They do have the email, but I haven't gotten a reset. I thought we'd first approach the court about what we discussed.
Already, yes, sir. If you can go ahead and take care of that, if you need to go in to the court coordinator to get that done, you and your client are excused from there. Thank you very much. Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you, and thank you for your service too, young woman. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Airborne. Thank
Judge.
you. Thank you, sir. All Alrighty, Attorney Corella is not here, so. Attorney Pollock, your client's cause number is 645-329.
Yes, ma'am.
State, can you tell me what the status of that paperwork is?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, it looks like the court coordinator has approved the plea paperwork for
I am putting it in the notes
645-329.
Let's try that again. 645-329. State, can you push it again? Because I don't have it.
Do not need
I'll check into that, Your Honor.
Okay. While we're checking on that one, Attorney Corley. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. I do need to confirm if I can go in with the ADA and our clients, I had a note that if it's a PTC setting, clients aren't required to log in. Is that correct?
You have, yes, ma'am, you have a John Herrera and he is here in person.
He is. Oh, interesting.
John Herrera.
And may he be excused while I confer? I have good contact with him.
Sure, you want him to be excused?
If possible, Your Honor, yes. And then I'd like to confer and I'll be requesting a reset.
Okay, but that's not a problem. He's here. After you confer and we get a reset, we can give him a physical reset form. I prefer to go ahead and put one in his hand.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, since he's here physically. Let's go ahead and place her in the breakout room with Han. Okay. Confirm.
Judge, I wasn't sure how to go through that procedure with the plea. I sent a reminder. I'm not sure if that gives you a link or what, but hopefully it should come through.
Yes, sir. I just saw that. I'm clicking on it. I think the system is a little on the slow side. Okay. Let's get on record. Court is going to call cause number 645-329, State of Texas versus Brian Christopher White. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Julie Pollock for Brian White.
Are you Brian Christopher White?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same that's been accused of failure to stop and give information over $200 alleged to have occurred on the 23rd day of August 2020 and is classified as a Class B misdemeanor? Are you the same so accused?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth under pains and penalties of perjury, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you very much. You may go ahead and lower your hand. And the court is going to start sharing the court's screen as all parties are appearing via Zoom. Mr. White, can you see the court screen?
Yes.
Counsel?
Yes, ma'am.
And state?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, on display is a document entitled State's Consent to Video Conferencing. Did you sign this document that's consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. White, when I'm going to need for you to respond, I will call you by name, okay? Otherwise, I will be addressing the attorneys. Your attorney, I will address as counsel, and the state's attorney, I will address as state, okay? So,
Understand.
okay, not a problem. So, state your response again regarding the state's video consent.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the state's video conference, consent to video conferencing is made part of the record. Defense, on display is a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Video Conferencing. Sir, is that background noise coming from you, Mr. White?
I don't believe so, but I'll mute it.
Oh, no, you're part of this session. I prefer for you to be unmuted. That's why I was checking with you. But sir, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor, Mr. White?
Yes.
Did you sign this document thus consenting to plea by video conferencing?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, with your signature on the same document, do you join your client in consenting to these proceedings by video conferencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
The defendant's video conferencing is made part of the record. Counsel, how long have you been representing Mr. White?
For over 10 days, Your Honor.
Are we applying for probation, and if so, what type?
No, we're not applying for probation. It should be a judgment satisfied.
Thank you, counsel. State. On display is the discovery acknowledgement. Have you fulfilled your discovery and Brady requirement in this case?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you satisfied that the state has fulfilled its obligation to provide you discovery under Article 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as giving you full access to the state's files?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is this matter subject to law enforcement disclosure? And if it is, has that been complied with?
Yes, Your Honor, it says complied.
I'm going to suspend the record at this time. Mr. Figueroa, are we interrupting your day, sir? Please do not use the phone while you're in the courtroom.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Sorry. I was calling my attorney.
Sir? Thank you. Back on record on cause number 645-329, State of Texas versus Brian Christopher White. Court will sign the discovery acknowledgement as the law enforcement disclosure has been complied with and make it part of the record. State, do you have any motions for the court's consideration at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any motions for the court's consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. White, I draw your attention to a document on display. It's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Course Admonitions. Do you, this is a 2-page document. This is the front page, the first page, and then this is the second page. Sir, is this your signature where I'm circling the cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over this document with your attorney, this 2-page document?
I did.
And after you reviewed it with your attorney, did you freely and voluntarily sign it?
I did.
So with your signature and your testimony, you are telling me that you understand everything in this 2-page document as it was reviewed and explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Absolutely.
Very experienced attorney, and she has been a great advocate for you and bringing this to a resolution for you. Did she explain to you the range of punishments in this case?
Yes.
You understood that?
Yep.
And she explained to you, and that was a yes, correct, Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Then she explained to you your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand those?
Yes, ma'am.
With that understanding, sir, do you freely and voluntarily give up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
I am.
I will approve your jury waiver. I am going to sign it and make it part of the record. You will no longer be able to have a jury trial in this case. Counsel, do you believe that your client is competent to enter into a plea today?
I do.
with the information, were you able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you and this defendant waive the formal reading of the information?
Yes, we do.
Say, what is the punishment recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state recommends 1 day in jail. That is all.
I'm sorry, state, what was the state's recommendation, punishment?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, just to clarify that the state recommends 1 day in jail, which as I understand, the defendant has already served, so ultimately that would show the defendant satisfied the judgment.
Fine and court costs, state?
That should run concurrently, Your Honor.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah, that should run concurrently, Your Honor.
I don't hear you state.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So you're recommending 1 day in Bexar County Jail. What about the fine and the court costs?
Oh, the state recommends no fine. Any court costs should run concurrently, and other than that, the court should find the defendant's judgment, satisfy the judgment, Your Honor.
Counsel, if I understand the state correctly, it's 1 day Bexar County Jail, 0 fine, court costs, time and money to run concurrent, credit for time served. Is that your understanding of the state's recommendation, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, and they should be recommending that judgment is satisfied.
Mr. White, is that your understanding of what your attorney has worked out with the state in order to be able to resolve this matter today?
Yes, ma'am.
With that understanding, Mr. White, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Deputy, do you know how much time he spent in jail? Or Ms. Luna, do you know how much time he has in jail? Yes. You said no contest, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know that even though you're pleading no contest, I can still find you guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And you still wish to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
You've discussed this matter with your attorney, and after discussing it with your attorney, you are telling this court with your plea of no contest that you do not wish to fight any of the charges in this case?
Correct.
That's a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And after discussing with your attorney, with your plea of no contest, you believe that that is in your best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
I will accept your plea of no contest, finding that it is intelligently and freely made and that you're competent to enter into such a plea. Counsel, is there any legal reason why this matter cannot be resolved or sentencing cannot be imposed today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. White, I am going to find you guilty of Class B misdemeanor failure to stop and give info to over $200. I am going to sentence you to 1 day in Bear County Jail. Zero fine plus court costs. Your time and money is going to run concurrent, and you're going to get credit for all the time that you have served. Finding that you have served 1 day in Bear County Jail, I am going to find this judgment is satisfied. I'm going to need for you to proceed down to the courthouse today before 4:30 p.m. to be able to provide us your fingerprints. State, anything further on this matter? Did I take care of everything for you, cover everything for you?
No, that's good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Counsel, defense, anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Dwight, with the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, this has been a plea bargain case, and I am going to certify that you have no right to appeal. I have signed it as part of the record, sir. You will get a copy of this when you come down today to provide us your fingerprints. Now, you understand that if you do not come down before
Yes, ma'am.
4:30, between 2 o'clock and 4:30 this afternoon, sir, a warrant will be issued for your arrest.
Okay.
All righty, so you'll be able to go ahead and make it down today, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you going ahead and coming and taking care of this matter. We're off record, and I wish you the best of luck, okay? Mr. Bryan?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a great one.
You too.
May I?
Counsel?
Oh,
yes, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Butler, are you ready to proceed on your client?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. They've appeared? What about 19, please? Okay. All right, Robert Stewart? All righty, sir. Your attorney is Brian O'Donnell? Okay, very good. You're very late, sir. We'll wait for your attorney to show up, okay? Appreciate you going ahead and making that effort. Don't let it happen again, though. Good morning, Attorney Barrera. You shall be next with your two cases as soon as I'm done with this case. Okay, sir?
Maureen, I sent you a chat.
Let us get on record. Court is going to call cause number 631203 and 679651, State of Texas versus Eric Matthew Menchaca. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state. State. Am I muted? Officer CLO Jennings, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, we judge.
State of Texas, attorneys representing the state of Texas. ADA Han Martinez. ADA Victor Hernandez. It's going to be an interesting day. Let's see what's going on. Let's put in Mr. George Rodriguez. I'm going to place you in the breakout room with the bailiff. You've been sent an invitation. Please accept that invitation and go into breakout room with the bailiff. Let me see. Perhaps not. Let me send that to you again. Accept that invitation, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry about that.
State, can you pull up cause number 631-203 and 679-651? I'm sorry, the defendant's name is Eric Matthew Menchaca. And I'm sure you have the docket. After that, it will be docket numbers 12 and 13. And then Attorney Corley. You ready to proceed, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Court is going to call again, cause number 631203 and 679651. Excuse me. State of Texas versus Eric Matthew Menchaca. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Ling Han for the state.
Judge Chase Butler for Eric Menchaca, appearing with, on behalf of co-counsel Neil Kalfas.
Mr. Menchaca, would you go ahead and unmute and respond so the court can recognize you?
I'm here, Your Honor. Eric Menchaca.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. We're here for trial announcements. Trial announcement. The case that will go forward on trial is the oldest case. That would be the cause number 631203. So on cause number 631203, State, are you ready to proceed to trial?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is ready.
Defense, are you ready? The state announces ready. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial?
Judge, we are ready with one caveat. The state, ADA Hernandez, made an offer of both causes on Wednesday morning. And we just haven't had an opportunity to discuss it with Mr. Menchaca. It's an offer that I think he should give his full consideration, so it may very well resolve the case. But in the event that we aren't able to reach an agreement, we are ready.
You're ready to proceed?
That's correct.
To trial. All righty. Again, we're going to be proceeding on cause number 631202203, and we will see you at 9 o'clock on Monday morning for trial. If you wish to go over anything we have tomorrow, no, we don't have tomorrow. So let me go over it. We'll see you 9 o'clock in person. Here, we'll have a jury for you. Is there anything that may impede the execution of this trial? State.
Not that the state is aware of, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense.
No, Judge.
And state, how long you think this trial may take?
I imagine at most probably 2-3 days.
You agree, defense?
Yes, Judge. Right.
Okay, I'll see you in person Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You, let me put you in a breakout room with the court coordinators to get a reset form for trial, okay? We're off record. Where is she?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I will be right with you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Sim should be getting a check soon. He's putting in, I guess, whatever he needs to put in, and then there'll be the auditor's office will let me know when that check is ready. Okay. Okay. All right, Judge, thanks.
Yeah. I always enjoy seeing you.
Judge, you said the 15th for trial, but Monday's the 14th.
Well, I didn't say a date. I said see you Monday.
Okay, I heard the 15th.
Oh, I
And
didn't say
that's
that.
why he has any notes.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. I just said see you Monday. Okay.
Mr. Jonathan Figueroa, can you place yourself in the center of the screen?
Court is going to state, if you pull up cause numbers 681-734 and 682-748.
Yes, I have them, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may approach on the Menchaca matter.
Yes, sir.
I know we had talked about Monday in the 15th is what I had. The 15th is actually a Tuesday, and the 15th is what I had on our calendar. And we've actually got other settings on the 14th out of county. And so the 15th is what I had on the calendar. And so if that was my mistake on the confusion, 15th versus the 14th. So just wanted to see if we could get it set on the 15th.
The jurors will be here on the 14th, sir, on Monday. I'm not too sure how that confusion happened. But we've always set our trial dockets on Mondays for trial, Monday start. The Tuesday that was happening was because of the management of the jurors and availability and the scheduling, all of that combined to be on Tuesdays at a certain point. Now that trials are being, the jurors, we have jurors coming in, we've always set a Monday's date. And so Monday, 9 o'clock, sir.
Judge, then in that event, I've got to change our announcement to not ready.
All righty, then you'll file a motion for continuance and we'll hear it tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. We'll go ahead and hear it this afternoon, sir.
Or this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All righty, thank you.
Your Honor, may I also approach the court?
Yes,
I'm
Attorney Pereira was next.
All right.
He had jumped in because of the trial announcement. That's why I addressed that issue.
Oh, I understand it. I just need a reset. Thank you.
No, sir, not at all, please. I just, court is going to call cause number 681734, State of Texas versus Sergio Ruiz Gomez. Parties, please approach and identify who is before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Ivan Barrera for the defense.
Mr. Ruiz Gomez, could you go ahead and unmute and so the court may be able to recognize you and respond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. We're here for a trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
State announces ready to proceed. Defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
No, Your Honor, we've actually come to a resolution. My client was offered a conditional dismissal. He has since completed all the conditions precedent. One was it was to complete 48 hours of community service, half of which would be physically completed, and the other half to make a donation. I have e-filed the login sheet for the service hours and a donation from the River City Outreach Center.
State, what were the conditions for conditional dismissal?
One moment, let me see here, Your Honor. Your Honor, as I understand, according to these notes here, it is 48 hours of community service. He can pay up to a half. We must perform the other 24. And I think that was it. I think he had 90 days to complete that, Your Honor.
I have that documentation in hand. State, have you filed the conditional, the dismissal?
One moment, Your Honor, let me check here.
Okay. I do have okay. Sorry, State.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. It looks like we still need to complete that documentation for that motion for notice to dismiss. Sorry, Your Honor. We'll try and get that out as soon as possible.
Okay. Counsel, I'm marking on the court jacket that dismissal is to come as I have received the conditions, as it is on record. And so thank you very much on that. Hard work on that one, sir. And we're off record on that, so dismissal to come. Your client, Mr. Sergio Ruiz Gomez. Is free to go at this time. So then I will take care of that dismissal once I get it, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All righty. Thank you, attorney. Did a good job for you there, Mr. Ruiz Gomez.
Thank you so much.
Your excuse. All righty. The court is going to call cause number 682748, State of Texas versus David Alexander Francis. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Ling Han for the state.
Ivan Barrera for the defense.
Mr. Francis, please unmute. David Alexander Francis, please unmute and respond so the court may recognize you.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney. We are here for a trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Judge, the state is not ready as this is a pretrial diversion case.
Okay. Defense, are you ready to proceed on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
The state indicates that there's a, go ahead.
Sorry, Judge, and my understanding is that this is a pretrial diversion. My client applied for PTD.
The application is in already?
Yes, Your Honor.
When did that happen?
Judge, it looks like the pretrial diversion application and fee were received October 27, 2022. And Judge, full disclosure, one of the conditions that I had put for his pretrial diversion was that a gang evaluation was to be completed. It just recently came to it became known to me that we need to do those before they can apply for pretrial diversion. And so I had the evaluation completed as soon as I was made aware of that. So if you would be willing to allow his application more time to process through, this wasn't I don't think it was any fault of, certainly not any fault of Mr. Francis, and the state, rectified it as soon as they were able to.
Okay, so that has been done. So now the paperwork is being processed, or is that pulled back and waiting to be done, the gang evaluation?
So the gang evaluation has been completed. It's been forwarded to the relevant parties who need to have that to continue looking over his application.
Great. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay, sounds really good. Counsel, so let me just put you in a breakout room with the court coordinator so that you can get a date for that PTD to go through, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Good work. You and your client are excused. And right, we're good to go. Thank you. Do you have anything else on this docket today, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a great one.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, may I approach? Judge, may I approach?
Yes, Attorney Corley, let me get your file. Oh.
Mr. Rodriguez, can you hear me? George Rodriguez, can you hear me? Rodriguez, can you hear me?
Let me go ahead and put him in the breakout room there with you. See if that helps. Mr. Rodriguez, if you can hear me, the bailiff is waiting for you to accept the invitation into the breakout room. Okay, counsel. So, counsel, you may need to call him. Thanks. Okay. Attorney Corley, then Attorney Hernandez.
I'm here, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I have conferred and gotten a trial date and a trial announcement date for my case. It is John Herrera, case number 679463. I think he's on the first page, maybe number 7.
State, can you pull that up?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it.
And I don't know if this helps, but I conferred with Lean.
Let's get on record. Court is going to call cause number 679-463, State of Texas versus John J. Herrera. Parties, attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Linda Corley for Mr. Herrera.
We are here for a pretrial conference hearing today, the 10th of November, 2022. State, please proceed.
So, yes, Your Honor, this case involves the San Antonio Police Department, and the state has conferred with defense counsel.
Defense, do you acknowledge receipt of an offer that was conveyed to you in writing from the state?
Judge, we had a verbal offer and it'll be emailed to me, but yes, we have received the offer and it may be in my email now. I'm at the courthouse though.
Okay. How are we going to dispose of this matters?
I'd like to set it for trial, please, and I have a trial announcement date from the coordinator of 2/16 and a trial date of 2/20.
State, any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, would an interpreter be needed for your client?
No.
Regarding witnesses, will the defense rely on state's file and police reports, file a motion, or have the witnesses read on record at this time?
I'll file a motion, Judge.
When?
By next week.
Is that by the 18th of November?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine.
Defense, state, when will you respond?
The state should respond, let's say, within a month.
No objection.
What date, state?
I think it's by the 30th.
By the 30th of November?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All pretrial motions and requests will be in writing. State, have you filed any motions in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Not yet, Judge.
And state, do you have any discovery issues or concerns?
No, Your Honor.
State, counsel?
None, Your Honor.
Defense, have you received your e-discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
And information?
I'll have to drop by the court and get that, Judge.
Okay, that's available with the clerks in the clerk file.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With the information that you do have you been able to apprise this defendant of the nature of the offense and the charges against him sufficient to waive arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court admonishes the parties and orders the parties to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the execution of this trial on the set date of the 20th of February, 2022, and defense to exercise due diligence to notify defendant of the next court date, barring any motions that you may set that will require a hearing. The next date for this defendant will be the 15th of February 2022. If the defendant does decide to accept the state's offer, the defense will tender a jury waiver immediately and set the matter for a plea within 2 to 3 weeks. I also note that the defendant was present here in the courtroom physically. State, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments and order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, does the court coordinator have the defendant's email address?
We are emailing, I believe actually we've already emailed it to her, yes.
Okay. Anything further on this matter? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Nothing further.
Alrighty. As far as the court understands, we're under cause number 679-463, State of Texas versus John J. Herrera. This matter will be disposed of by trial on the 20th of February 2022 with a trial announcement on the 15th of February 2022, of which the state has no objections. The defendant does not need an interpreter, and the defense will file motion for witnesses on the 18th of November 2022, with the state responding by the 30th of November 2022. This is a state, the San Antonio Police Department case. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing, particularly motion in limine. If that needs to be arbitrated by the court or any other motions, please set that matter for a hearing. At this time, the state, or neither the state nor the defense have filed any motions, and neither party has any discovery concerns. This defense has received the e-discovery and knows that the information on this matter is available with the court clerks and in the court file. And however, does waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant. The defense also acknowledged receipt of an offer, though it was verbal. They are waiting for an email to be sent to confirm that. And both the state and the defense has acknowledged the court's admonishments and order. And the defendant's email address is with the court coordinator as of today. Mr. Herrera is in the courtroom, and we'll get him a case setting form. And so after that, he will be excused. Do you have any objections to the court's recitation, State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Judge, the only correction is, I believe you said trial announcements were on 2/15, but the coordinator has given me 2/16.
16?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me go ahead. Counsel, thank you very much for that correction. It is corrected on my notes. You're absolutely correct. Thank you. 16/16 February 2022 for the trial announcement, and the defendant must be present. Thank you, counsel. Anything else? Any other corrections?
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you and your client will be, you're excused, and we'll get a case setting form and excuse your client, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Have anything else in this court today?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, give me 2 seconds. Defendant.
Yes,
Attorney
Your Honor.
Vargas?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm on page 1, number 9. It was on a pretrial conference. I've conferred with Ms. Han, and we asked the court to just set it for a trial date, but we anticipate that it'll be resolved prior to any trial date.
You have your trial date, sir?
No, I have not. I wasn't sure I was supposed to first leave and speak to Ms. Luna about it.
That would be
But
great. Thank you so much. Okay, and sir, as soon as you come back, we'll go ahead and get it on record, and we should be good to go, okay?
Do I leave this room and go to her, or does she get a hold of me? I got it.
You just
Thank you.
received your invitation.
Got
Thank you.
it. Thank you.
Attorney Eric Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor. I've got Araceli Rocha, 683-896. I just need a 90-day reset for felony pending. I'll be glad to speak with Ms. Luna to get that date if you need me to.
What number on the docket again, please?
Oh, Your Honor,
I see it. Rocha,
Okay.
Araceli Rocha?
Araceli Rocha, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, are you representing her on that Night Mag felony case? Is that
I
the
am.
Night Mag case?
I am appointed on that one also, Your Honor. We do not have labs, which is a prerequisite to getting an indictment. So I imagine at least 90 days before we get an indictment. Or they decide to punt the case, one or the other.
Okay. So you have a felony pending date?
No, Your Honor, I need to get that from Ms. Luna.
Okay, and the thing is, counsel, just so that you know, the issues with the felony pendings, we've had several that have come back and they haven't taken care of the misdemeanor cases. So since this is unindicted at this time, usually I'm requiring the state to kind of verify that, the state prosecutors are seriously considering the misdemeanor cases to be taken care of with the district, the felony cases before we set the felony pending. But since this is unindicted, let's go ahead and at least get a chance to get on and to get indicted. Okay, sir?
Very well, Your Honor.
Now, counsel, your client, Araceli Rocha,
is in the courtroom. She answered the docket this morning in the courtroom.
Okay, all righty. All righty, so we'll get her a case reset form here. Counsel, you jump in there and Ms. Luna will be out to go ahead and give her a case setting form, and then we'll let her go, okay, sir?
Very well, Your Honor.
Do you have anything further in this court?
That's my only other case, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, you are free to go. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
After you get your day. You too. Attorney Ariel?
Hi, good morning, Judge. Good to see you again on such short time.
Right?
Judge, I'm here on number 21, page 3, Jimmy Ariola for a PTC. I apologize for running late. I had emailed the coordinator. I was in the 379th this morning. So I just need to confer with whichever ADA is available. And then I will get dates from Ms. Luna.
All righty. Let's go ahead and get Attorney Ariel into, who's conferring? ADA, Han, you're still conferring?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And Attorney Vargas, I'll be right with you. Did we move?
All right. I've got my court dates.
Okay. Okay. Okay, he's disappeared. No. Attorney Eric Hernandez, do you see the invitation still open for you to join the court coordinator?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll go in there now.
Okay, thank you. State, can you pull up cause number 686-399?
Have Your Honor.
Council Curiella, did I say that right? I have to look at it. Attorney Curiella.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, Judge. I've got Dominic Castiega. I've got my reset date for a plea, should be January 23rd. And he will be in the field.
Are you with the office of Stephen Beretta, Robert?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you guys are all in there. Okay, alrighty. Let us get it on record. On cause number 686, court is calling cause number 686-399, State of Texas versus George T. Rodriguez. Parties, please approach and identify who is before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Monica Corella for defense.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, George Rodriguez, please unmute and identify your response so the court can recognize you.
You need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I can hear you now.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let the record reflect that the defendant is in this court session with his attorney, and we're here for a trial announcement on record. State, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
State announces ready. Counsel, defense, are you ready to proceed to trial on this matter?
No, Your Honor, I am in the process of filing a motion for continuance. Our office is set on 2 felonies, one in Bandera. We're number 1 on that case, and we anticipate it will be selected for trial on Monday morning. We are also set here in Bexar County on another felony. It's a human trafficking case. So our attorneys are not prepared to go to trial on this matter. This would be our first motion for continuance.
You have filed that motion for continuance?
I'm gonna get it filed right now. We just found out that we are set on both those charges in Bandera.
Okay, so we'll hear that this afternoon.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am. Same Zoom link?
Yes, yes, you can, we can go ahead and hear that this afternoon. And,
May
okay,
my
so.
client be excused?
No,
for
he
now?
needs to be here.
Sure, but for now.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And then what
absolutely.
time do you want us to log back in?
I believe we're going to probably be back by 1:30. Okay, we get done, how was that time? By 1:30. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
alrighty. So that takes care of that one, defense motion to come. Motion for continuance. Now on the, let's go ahead and take care of the other matter since you're here, okay? And then you can. Spell your last name correctly for me, please.
KHIRALLAH.
I had all the letters, just not in the right order.
Can I tell my client, Mr. Rodriguez, he can log off?
Sure, absolutely.
Mr. Rodriguez, you can go ahead and log off. I'll call you shortly.
I
Okay,
don't know if
thank
he
you, ma'am.
heard you. Oh, okay, he heard you. The mic, those mics are very sensitive. Let's get on, oh, how are we going to dispose of the Castilla case?
I'm gonna be resetting him for a plea.
Okay,
The plea date is January 23rd, 2023.
let's look at another date between now and December, the 15th of December.
Okay.
Okay, check your calendar. Reset. Plea. Okay. Attorney Vargas.
Good morning, Judge. Still hanging in there. I got a trial date for February 23rd for announcement on Mr. Hernandez, page 1, number 9 on your list.
Okay, sir, let me go ahead and get to that one.
Case number 680480. And then the trial date for the 27th. But I anticipate that before Thanksgiving, Judge will try to resolve this.
State, could you pull that case up, please?
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Let's get on record, and court is calling cause number 680480. State of Texas versus Luis F. Martinez Hernandez. Attorneys, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with this state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Jesus Vargas for the defendant, Your Honor.
We're here for pretrial conference hearing today, the 10th of November, 2022. State, please proceed.
Mr. Your Honor, the case here involves the San Antonio Police Department, and the state has conferred and conveyed a plea offer, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you acknowledge receipt of an offer from the state that was conveyed to you in writing?
Yes, Your Honor, I acknowledge that.
And how are we going to dispose of this matter?
Well, we've asked for a trial date, Judge. I was given the 27th. Although I anticipate that through further discovery that this case may get resolved prior to that trial date, hopefully before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I had conferred with the prosecutor Tuesday, and then after further discovery and then further review, we went through some of it and also the plea offer. So upon further review, I think more than likely it'll get resolved, but I do ask the court to just set us for trial in the event that that's not likely.
Okay, sounds good. Those dates, did you say the 26th of
The
January
23rd
for
of
the trial?
February.
Oh, 23rd of February, sir.
Yes.
For
That's
trial
for
announcement?
And the 27th.
Will state any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, does your client need an interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor, he will, but if it comes to that point,
Okay, and in what language?
Spanish.
Regarding witnesses, will the defense rely on the state's filing and police reports, file a motion, or have the witnesses read on record at this time?
We're not yet, Your Honor, not this time.
Okay, so three options. Will you rely on the police report and the state's file a motion, or have the witnesses read on record?
No, I'll rely on what I found on the report, Judge. I only anticipate two police officers and the defendant.
Okay, state, are you reserving your right to supplement?
No, Your Honor, we are not.
All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing, especially motions in limine or any other cases that need to be, any other motions. If they need to be heard, please set them for a hearing, and that hearing will take place on a Friday. State, have you filed any motions or requests in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor, just our discovery request, which we have been provided. The request for our.
Is there any,
Yes, excuse me.
on the discovery request, does that need to be heard?
No, Your Honor, we filed a notice of appearance along with a formal request for under Article 3914, and the state has fully complied with that request.
Okay. State, do you have any discovery concerns or issues?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, you've received your e-discovery?
Yes.
Have you received the information on this case?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. In fact, I received the last discovery yesterday, which I'm still reviewing. So with that in mind, I've received everything.
And Do you waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court admonishes the parties to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the execution of trial. And the set date of 27 February 2023. And defense to exercise due diligence to notify the defendant of the next court date, barring any motions that may be set for a hearing, The next court date for this defendant will be on the trial announcement date of 23 February 2023. If the defendant does decide to accept the state's offer, the defense will tender a jury waiver immediately and set the matter for a plea within 2 to 3 weeks. State, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments and order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, does the court coordinator have the defendant's email address?
My client does not have an email, Judge. I have his cell phone, and I'm scheduled to meet with my client today at 3 o'clock.
So can the case setting form be sent to you, and we'll rely upon you to make sure, besides, the admonishment, to make sure that you do exercise due diligence and notify your client of the next court date? We can as well send you the case setting form, and you take care of that and send it back to us?
Yes, Your Honor. I mentioned that to the coordinator, so he'll be in that 3, and I'll make sure that he gets that signed and we get that filed with the court.
Okay, I've noted here no email address, and any such correspondence will be sent to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
State, anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Subject to your objections, the court understands that cause number 680480, State of Texas versus Luis F. Martinez Hernandez, will be disposed of by trial on the 27th of February 2023, and a trial announcement called docket on the 23rd of February 2023, in which the defendant must be present. The state has no objections with those dates. An interpreter is needed for this defendant in the language of Spanish. The defense will rely on the state's file and police reports, and state is not reserving its right to supplement witness list. The San Antonio Police Department is the arresting agency in this matter. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. Neither the defense, the state has not filed any motions in this case, and the defense did file, along with their motion for appearance, the discovery request for satisfaction or completion of the discovery under 39.14 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, and the defense indicates that the state has complied with that. Neither the defense nor the state have any discovery issues or concerns. The defense has received their e-discovery as well as the information, and does waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant. The defense does acknowledge receipt of an offer with an expiration date that was conveyed in writing, and does indicate that, albeit setting the matter for a trial, there may be a resolution prior to Thanksgiving. Both the state and the defense acknowledges the court's admonishments and orders. Counsel, you have indicated that your defendant does not have an email address, that all correspondence via email will be directed to you, and that you will be able to go ahead and redirect that and send that back to us. State, any objections to the court's recitation?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Counsel, do you have anything further in this court this morning?
Nothing further, Judge. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time, sir. No, no, no.
Okay, can I be excused, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, sir, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Okay. Council, which one were we waiting on for you?
I'm Dominic Castilleja, Judge. There's room on December 13th, if that's satisfies the court for a plea date.
What's the number on that one?
December 11th, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. You say 11 December?
December 13th.
13? Okay. All right, do you have a case setting form done already?
What do you mean? She has emails to send us all the case information and the plea documents, yes.
Okay, great.
She has my client's email as well.
Okay, and have you sent an email address to the state? The defendant's email address?
I can get that over to the state. I
Okay.
think they do have it though. Yes.
Okay, all righty, please, so they can start all the paperwork on that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
May we be excused?
Nice meeting you in person.
Nice meeting you too in person.
Okay.
And then I'll be back this afternoon for the continuance.
Good, thank you.
May you be excused?
Yes, all your clients are done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Castilla.
Yes, ma'am.
Castilleja, say it right for once, and then I mess up. You're excused, sir. Your attorney is here and has taken care of your matter.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All righty, thank you. Attorney Orion?
Hey, Judge, I'm just speaking with Marina right now to get trial dates and announcement dates. And then we'll be ready to do the PTC on Mr. Ariola.
Okay.
I have those dates, Judge, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Attorney Braswell. Okay. Let us get on record on cause number 686-283, State of Texas versus Jimmy Ariola. Parties, attorneys and attorneys only, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the state.
Victor Hernandez for the state.
Brian Oriole for Mr. Ariola.
And counsel, I have a Sean Brown as the attorney of record.
Yes, ma'am. Brian Oriole, Associate Attorney for the Law Office of Sean C. Brown.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
We're here for a pretrial conference hearing today, the 10th of November, 2022. State, please proceed.
Your Honor, this case involves the San Antonio Police Department, and the state has conveyed a plea offer and conferred with defense counsel.
Counsel, do you acknowledge receipt of an offer that was conveyed to you in writing from the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how are we going to dispose of this matter?
We're going to set this for trial, Judge.
Please proceed with dates.
Announcement date will be February 23rd of 2023, with the trial date of February 27th, 2023.
State, any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, will your client need an interpreter?
He will not, Judge.
Regarding witnesses, will the state defense rely on the state's file and police reports, file a motion, or have the witnesses read on record at this time?
We'll file our motion in the future, Judge, in accordance with the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure.
What date would that be?
By the It's January 1st, Judge? That's sufficient time for the state.
Defense, state, when will you respond?
Your Honor, the state will expect to respond within 2 weeks. As I understand, the state has already filed witness lists.
State has filed a witness list on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state has filed the witness list as of the 9th of November, 2022. And state, you do reserve your right to supplement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. If any motion needs to be arbitrated, heard by this court, please set it for a hearing on a Friday. State, have you filed any motions in this case besides the witness list?
No, Your Honor.
And so you have filed at least a witness list. And defense, have you filed any motions in this case?
Your Honor, I just believe our Brady disclosure in 3914, but outside of that, no other motions at this.
Does that need to be heard?
No, Judge, the state has complied. I've reviewed the discovery. If anything, obviously, if anything should come up on their end, just that they disclose it at that time.
Okay. State, any discovery issues or concerns?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
And you mentioned that you've already received your e-discovery
I believe we have, yes, Your Honor.
and the information?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
Do you waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
Court admonishes the parties to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the exercise of this trial on the set date of 27 February 2023. And defense will exercise due diligence to notify the defendant of the next court date, barring any motions that you may set for a hearing. That may be set for a hearing in this case. The next court date for this defendant will be the 23rd of February 2023, that whereby the defendant must be present for trial announcement call docket. If the defendant does decide to accept the state's offer, the defense will tender a jury waiver immediately and set this matter for a plea within 2 to 3 weeks. State, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, ma'am.
And does the court coordinator have the defendant's email address?
I did send it to her, Judge.
Okay. You send it today?
Yeah, just now via chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, if prefer an email, sir.
Okay, I can do that too. Or if you want, do you want me to email it, setting form to the client? Do you want me to take responsibility on that too, Judge, or?
And you can, but we prefer that we go ahead and send it to a client that they do have an email address.
I'll email her as well right now, Judge.
Okay. State, anything further in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
So the court understands, barring any objections that you may have, that cause number 686-283, State of Texas versus Jimmy Arreola, will be resolved by trial on the 27th of February 2023 with a trial announcement called docket on the 23rd of February 2023, of which the state has no objections, and the defendant must be present for that called docket trial announcement. No interpreters needed for this defendant. The defense will file their motion to request witnesses on the 1st of January 2023, but the state has already responded as of the 9th of November 2022. This is the San Antonio Police Department as the arresting agency on this case. And the state does reserve its right to further supplement as far as the witness list is concerned. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. If the court needs to arbitrate any of these, please set it for a motions hearing on a Friday. Both the state and the defense have filed motions in this case. None needs to be set for a hearing at this time. And neither the state nor the defense have any discovery issues or concerns. The defense has received the e-discovery as well as the information, and does waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant. And this defense does acknowledge receipt of an offer that was conveyed in writing by the state. Both the state and the defense does acknowledge the court's admonishments and order. And the defendant's email address will be emailed to the court coordinator today, the 10th of November, 2022. State, any objections to the court's recitation?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, defense. Do you have anything further in this court today?
I do not, Judge. I wish you a very happy weekend.
Thank you. You have a terrific one as well.
All right, thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Please, thank you. Yes.
Thank you all. Y'all have a good one.
Attorney Ross, is that you back there? Yes, sir, I will go ahead and take up your matter as soon as I'm done with Attorney Braswell, please. Sure. Thank you. Attorney Braswell?
Good morning, Your Honor. Judge, I have conferred with Ms. Hahn about a plea bargain in this case, and my client and I have discussed it, and we're going to proceed today with that plea bargain.
Oh, okay. All right, is that paperwork already ready?
Your Honor, I don't think it is. I would just ask Ms. Hahn, or the paperwork is not done yet, but we've decided we would like to proceed today.
Okay, great. You guys want to come back around about 2 o'clock, 1:30-ish, 2 o'clock?
Your Honor, I think I'm coming down with the flu, and I'm going to go to the doctor today at 2. Could we perhaps come back maybe, I don't know, next week and do it? Or maybe sometime after 2 today?
Right. Well, the thing about it, if the paperwork is not ready now, I'm shutting down at noon. So, yeah. So if you just do a, get in with the court coordinator, she'll send you a jury waiver. Well, you were not on a jury waiver, were you? You were not a trial doc. No, sir. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Counsel, are you aware of a 1622 report associated with your client?
Can you please repeat that, Your Honor? I just turned up my volume.
Sure. Are you aware that a 1622 report is associated with your client?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. It should be part of the e-discovery. But I don't know. State, can you verify whether that was part of the e-discovery?
I'll look that up here.
And so if you can do that, you don't need to do that. Okay, counsel, so when do you want to come back?
Your Honor, would we be able to do it today, maybe at, I don't know, 3:30? Will the court be available then? That'll give me time to finish my doctor appointment.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
Great. I think that's better for everyone, Judge. We can go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay. Hope you're feeling better, and we'll see you at 3:30, you say, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You guys should have the paperwork done by then.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
May we be excused?
Yes, absolutely. Again, feel better.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, what's this? Okay. Attorney Ross, please approach.
Your Honor, I'm here on Mr. Manuel Juarez. It's number 16.
Okay.
So 684.
Right. What are we gonna do?
Your Honor, there's no file right now.
Oh, yeah, this one right here.
So I touched base.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. There's no file right now. I touched base with Ms. Hahn yesterday and got a date that let the coordinator know what was going on and got a date from her. My understanding is the latest date available is February the 23rd for trial announcement and trial setting on February 27th, Your Honor. So we request that check.
Okay, no problem. You think from your conference that the state will be able to have this file by then?
That's the latest date that I understood was available. You want to do that date for a pretrial setting, that would also be fine. There's just no blood right now.
State and cause number 684810. Any prognosis on how far?
No, Your Honor, I have no expectation for when evidence will become available. It looks like our office has no file at this time.
Do you know how far they're backed up? Because it's usually back up.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I have no information on that at all. I don't know.
You need something in March, sir? Just not March, even April?
March will be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, March what?
See if I have anything in this book. Looks like I'm pretty free the whole month of March, whenever it's convenient for the court, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's go ahead and since you're talking about wanting to set it for trial, trial out then, or
We could do a pre-trial reset, if that would be more convenient.
I
just,
mean, the thing about it, I don't know why it was set for PTC since it's a red file.
I didn't know either. I know officially it's not in the court. Just want to have courtesy for whatever, how the court wants to run the docket.
Mhm. Okay, what was that February date?
The February date was the 24th for announcements and the 27th for the possible trial setting round.
Okay. You said it.
Okay.
5th of July. We said it for PTC, so, okay, so let's go ahead and get on record. That's what happened.
Some pollen or something there.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I ask a quick question?
Right, yes, sir.
Okay, this is Mark Braswell again with my client Andrew Cabrera. I wanted to know if we can just come back Monday morning, next Monday at 9 a.m. to complete his plea bargain.
Oh,
He has one car and he has to go pick up his kids at 3. And I'm going to be at the doctor at 2. So I don't want to run the risk of either one of us being late. But we're both wide open Monday morning.
excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Ma'am. What was the name of your client again, please?
Andrew Cabrera, Your Honor. Andrew Dixon Cabrera.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We're gonna come back. Okay, he needs to show up at 8:30 Monday.
He'll be in my office, Your Honor.
Good.
All right, counsel, we're done. So we'll put you in a breakout room with the co-coordinator so you can get that reset form for Monday for plea, okay? And that'll give you guys, make sure that all the paperwork is done, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
And that personal data sheet, all righty. Thank you, sir. Let's get on record. State if you have pulled up cause number 684-810. Let's go ahead and take care of this matter.
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Court is going to cause number 684-810, State of Texas versus Manuel Juarez III. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court or just the attorneys. And starting with the state.
On the switch state.
Jonathan Ross for the defense, Your Honor. And it is just the attorneys here.
Thank you, sir. State, we're here for pretrial conference hearing. State, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor, this case involves the Bear County Sheriff's Office.
I'm sorry, who?
Bear County Sheriff's Office,
Okay.
and the state is not conveyed a plea yet.
No offer yet?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Defense, you confirm?
We did confirm, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. How are we going to dispose of this matter?
We prefer a trial setting as soon as they might reasonably be able to be expected to have be prepared. But if that's not amenable to the court, we would also do a pretrial conference.
Okay, so trial?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
We have a date available of February the 24th for announcements and February the 27th for trial setting.
Can you go ahead and go into March since the blood hasn't been
Yes,
ready
ma'am.
yet?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So the announcement date needs to be a Thursday, Your Honor?
Sure.
Right. So we could do March 23rd for announcements and March 27th for the trial setting.
Okay. Alrighty, State, do you have any objections? We have a trial announcement called docket 23 March 2023 with a trial date of 27 March 2023.
No, Your Honor.
No, state, no objections. Will an interpreter be needed for this defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Regarding witnesses, will the defense rely on the state's file police reports, file motion, or have the witnesses read into record at this time?
We expect we'll file a motion on that.
When?
We should be able to file a motion on that by 60 days before.
Have a date?
Yes, Your Honor, I could just go ahead and do February the 1st.
The defense anticipates filing the motion by the 1st of February 2023. State, when will you respond?
The state should respond by the 30th of March.
30 March, is that timely and sufficient for you?
Well, that'll be after the trial, so that'll be after the trial. We can file the motion if the state needs a little bit more time to reply. We can file the motion by December 31st.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, that was my mistake. I meant to say the 20th of February, but the state should respond within a month.
20th of February should be fine, Your Honor.
When?
The 20th of February should be fine, Your Honor.
20th of February?
Yes, I believe that's what the state proffered.
That's what you're offering, 20 February, State?
Yes, Your Honor, 28th of February, sorry.
So you're good with 1 February, or are you changing to 31 December?
Oh, yeah, I'll be good with 1 February if they're able to do it by the.
Okay.
I'll make a note on the calendar.
All motions and or pre-trial requests will be in writing. If the court needs to arbitrate any of those, any motions, please set for that for a hearing on a Friday. Defense, have you filed any motions in this case?
Not yet, Your Honor.
If State, have you filed any?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any discovery issues or concerns? State.
No, Your Honor.
None at this time, Your Honor.
Wouldn't you guys have discovery issues since it's a red file? You don't have the blood?
Yes, Your Honor. We don't have, of course, any discovery at the moment. That would, I guess, if you're asking if that's an issue, yes. I don't expect there's anything that wouldn't be able to be provided that the state wouldn't have at this time.
Okay. So state, would you have a discovery concerning that you don't have the blood results back sufficient to file this case?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that's correct. That's my mistake. I'm sorry.
You have not received your e-discovery.
No, Your Honor.
Are you able to go ahead and waive arraignment for this on behalf of this defendant?
We would, Your Honor.
Without the information? Do you have the information in this case?
Information's not been filed, Your Honor, but we would waive information. We'd be able to get it from the court. Waive reading of the information.
Okay. So, you're going to waive arraignment on behalf of this defendant without any information?
Yes, Your Honor. We can get the
Without discovery and without information? No?
The reading of the information we would be able to waive that. We'll be able to get a copy of that from the clerk's office at the time it's filed. Can we go off the record for 1 second, Your Honor?
Suspend the record.
Your Honor, I know this is a bit unusual. The case is not officially in the court right now. I'm just trying to indulge the court. However, however the court wants to manage the docket. Are you not wanting to set the case for a trial setting on March 9th?
You can't waive. Can you waive arraignment?
We could have him arraigned at the time of trial setting, or at the time of trial announcement. That'd be fine.
So you cannot waive arraignment at this time?
No, we'll withdraw that. We'll go ahead and have him arraigned at the trial announcement.
What? Back on record on cause number 684-810, arraignment will be State of Texas versus Manuel Juarez III. Arraignment will be set for
The 24th.
23rd of March, sir?
The 24th was the announcement date.
Oh, was the 24th, not the 23rd?
It was the same dates, just 1 month later. So 24th of March for the announcements and the.
It's a Thursday, the 23rd. You were right on the 23rd.
Oh, I was. I'm
Yes.
sorry. It's the 4 more. Switching.
And if you court admonishes the parties to exercise due diligence to ensure that discovery does not impede the execution of this trial on the set date of 27 March 2023. And the defense to exercise due diligence to notify defendant of the next court date, barring any motions that may be set for a hearing. In this matter, the defendant must be present for the court call docket trial announcement on the 23rd of March 2023. And if the defendant does decide to accept the state's offer once tendered, the defense will then tender a jury waiver immediately and set the matter for plea within 2 to 3 weeks. State, do you acknowledge the court's admonishments in order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have a defendant's email address?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has it been emailed to the court coordinator?
I can do that directly.
Okay. State, anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel?
Nothing further from the defense.
All righty, barring any motion, subject to your objections, the court understands that clause number 6842810, that's 684-810, State of Texas versus Manuel Juarez III. This matter will be disposed of by trial on the 27th of March 2023. With a trial announcement date of 23 March 2023, no interpreters needed for the defendant. Defense will file a motion for witness list on the 1st of February 2023, with the state responding on the 20th of February 2023, of which this defense finds to be timely and sufficient. All motions and pretrial requests will be in writing. Neither the defense nor the state has filed any motions in this case, and both the defense and the state have discovery concerns. As the state, this is a blood case, and the blood results have not been available to the state to file the case, and the defense has not received any discovery. And no offer has been able to be tendered by the state. Both
Part of slight modification, Your Honor. We have received reports and video discovery. It's just the blood is remaining outstanding.
Oh, you have received your
Yes.
your e-discovery, okay?
It's not what I expect will be the complete discovery.
Okay. All right. And so you're just waiting for the blood results?
I believe that is what the state's waiting on.
Okay, okay. Both the state and the defense acknowledge the court's admonishments and order, and the defendant's email address has been tendered to court coordinator as of today.
Yes, ma'am.
State, any objections to court's recitation?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. You're excused. You are excused. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Your Honor, dude, our red file is not usually put on the PTC docket.
But I would like to talk to you about that. I need to go ahead and talk to Mr. O'Donnell, Attorney O'Donnell. Your client is in the courtroom.
Very well, Judge. Can I come up in person, Judge?
Okay, so what we'll do then is that you can confer with your client, and then you guys will be back about 1:30, sir.
Very well, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your attorney is coming for you, okay, sir? Your attorney is coming for you. Alrighty. Attorney Heidi Khan, I'll be right with you. Sir, right behind, who are you? And stand up, sir. You. Oh,
He's number 18.
Okay. Please advise him to go ahead and call his abogado, okay? Come back 1:30. Unos horas have media. Don't laugh at me. Unos, what?
1:30, right?
This.
Ano pa para sa lahat ng media?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. All right. And to call your attorney, okay?
I'm gonna do that, so
Right.
I'm good.
All right. Court is in recess until 1:30. Attorney Khan,
Yes, Judge.
good afternoon, sir. Can you head back at 1:30, sir?
Yeah, that's fine.
All righty. We'll see you at 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All righty. Are you getting any sleep?
Me, yes. My wife, I don't know.
You know, you are so wrong. You're
I
so wrong.
Okay, I'll be back at 1:30.
All right, thank you.
Excuse me, Judge.